Hi everyone. So first off, thank you so much for 1 million subscribers. It means the world to me. So I think this special episode is dedicated to you guys. Okay, now on to the story. The camp by the sea. Ever since I was a child, I always dreamed of escaping the poverty that choked our home. My name is Salah. I come from a poor neighborhood where we had nothing, no food, no electricity, no running water. Every night I would go to sleep with my stomach growling and my body shivering from the cold. My mother was sick, barely able to move, and my little brother cried endlessly from hunger. I was only 15, but I felt like I carried the burden of the whole world on my back. I tried everything: begging, cleaning cars, carrying goods in the market, but no matter how hard I worked, it was never enough. Every time I looked at my mother's frail face, my heart bled. One day I broke down in tears, crying out to the heavens with all my pain and desperation. That same night, I decided to go far away, to the city of town. I had heard stories that there were jobs and money and a better life there. I left without saying goodbye. I couldn't look my mother in the eyes while leaving her like that. I just left, walking along the coast, barefoot, with nothing but the clothes on my back and a heart full of hope and fear. I walked for days, sleeping in the cold, eating from garbage cans, living like a ghost in a world that didn't see me. On the third night, while walking along a deserted stretch of beach, I saw something strange, an eerie light flickering in the distance. As I got closer, I saw a massive tent set up right next to the waves. It wasn't like any normal tent. It was made of dark cloth, with strange symbols drawn on it, and an odd humming sound was coming from inside. Curiosity, or maybe desperation, pushed me forward. My feet moved on their own. The sea was roaring, the wind howling, and the closer I got, the more the air around me felt wrong, like something ancient and evil was watching me. And then, just as I reached the entrance of the tent, a man stepped out. He was tall, unnaturally tall. His skin was pale, almost gray, and his eyes, they weren't human. They were pitch black, with no whites, no pupils, just endless darkness. He wore an old black robe, stained and torn at the edges, as if he had been walking the earth for centuries. But the strangest part was his smile. It was too wide, too unnatural, too gleeful. It was like it had been carved into his face. "Welcome," he said. His voice was calm but cold, as if it came from a deep well of death. I froze. Every instinct in me screamed to run, but my legs wouldn't move. "Come in. You look hungry." My body obeyed him without thinking. I stepped inside. The tent was huge from the inside, far bigger than it looked from the outside. It smelled like incense and old blood. There were candles everywhere, lighting the tent in a dim red glow. In the center was a strange carpet covered in symbols I had never seen before. They moved, yes, they moved, as if alive. He told me to sit. I sat. "Why are you here?" he asked. "I'm hungry," I replied. "I want to work, to feed my family." He stared at me for a long moment, then reached under his robe and pulled out a small black book. "This will change your life," he said. "What is it?" I asked. He smiled again. "It's the price of hunger." Before I could say anything else, he opened the book and began to chant. The words were not Arabic, not French, not Spanish. It was a language I had never heard, but it felt ancient, older than the sea itself. The candles flickered. The tent walls began to shake. The ground beneath me rumbled. I wanted to run. I tried to scream, but I was frozen, like something held me in place. And then something came out of the ground. It wasn't a creature. It was a shadow, a living, crawling, breathing darkness that wrapped around my feet and climbed up my legs. It whispered in my ear in that same cursed language. My mind couldn't understand, but my soul felt every word, and it broke. The man looked at me. "You will never be hungry again." And then everything went black. I woke up 3 days later on the beach, covered in wet sand, with the sound of seagulls screaming above me. The tent was gone, the man was gone, but in my pocket was the book. Since that night, everything changed. I found money, lots of it. People gave me food, shelter, jobs, as if something was bending the world in my favor. But at night I can't sleep. I hear whispers. I see eyes in the dark. And the book never leaves me. Even when I throw it away, it comes back. Now I understand what he meant. I'm not hungry anymore. But something else is, and it's coming for me. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this scary story from Morocco. If you did, make sure to check out this other video. It's also terrifying. Next week's episode will be in Arabic. I know it's different, but I really want to reach more people and share my culture through my language. So please give it a shot. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Take care.